word from the campaign there? Will we see the senator?
Hey there, Lester. Well, we just heard from Senator Mark Kelly. He was here at a packed theater full of his supporters in Tucson, addressing the crowd, starting off by saying that he believed he was confident in this election, and also saying, quote, "It doesn't look like we will have the final results for a little while." He thanked his wife Gabby, as well as his brother Scott, as well as the rest of his family, and the folks here that worked so hard to campaign on his behalf for the past many months. Earlier today at a campaign event, I asked Senator Kelly what a potential victory, what message of victory for him would send to the rest of the country, and he told me that it would send the message that the ideas espoused by his opponent, Republican Blake Masters, are not only wrong for Arizona, but they're just wrong and wrong for the country. Masters has run on a ticket strongly backed by Donald Trump. He has denied the 2020 election results. He's called into question the current electoral process. In stark contrast, Senator Kelly has reached across the aisle, reiterating in his speech to his supporters tonight the importance of working with Republicans to get things done for Arizona. He at one point even campaigning alongside.
Let's get this motherfucking dub this time, my boys. Fuck. Nigga, we live now, boy. Last shit, I had to delete that. Good. Goddamn, boy, almost caught on fire. Boy, almost caught on motherfucking fire. Goddamn. See the Holy Ghost in this motherfucker. Oh, shit.
To Blake Masters, 40.5. There's still a lot of votes left to be tallied. It's still too soon to call.
Yeah, our decision does right now. Too early to call. Aaron, thanks very much. And as we begin to deconstruct what has happened or what is happening tonight, are there already lessons for 2024 being learned and absorbed here for both parties?
Can't let us get through tonight. You know, 2022. We got to look ahead at 24 here. I obviously defer to Andrew here, but I do think is somebody who spent a lot of time covering former President Donald Trump. I think that's a huge takeaway for tonight. I think the Florida factor with Governor Ron DeSantis is a big takeaway here tonight as we look at 24. Because what we have seen, the demographic shift in that state, right? Chuck has talked about the redistricting, et cetera. That state is going to look different in 2024 than we typically think about.
To do that bitch on live like that.
More firmly around state. I think the abortion question, the economy question, those will get decided at the state level. The economy question will get decided on a global level, right? The threats to democracy piece, I do keep coming back to that because I think that it's just a key part of tonight. Several of these Secretary of States who are election deniers.
And in terms of vote, more significant than
because that matters, right? Like that's a thing that we put. I know I've said this like twice tonight, but it's because like all of you, we're the people that are watching. Do you know who your Secretary of State is in your state, like where you live? Maybe, right? Maybe not. It's not very good.
Michigan, and I think they do.
But at the same time, I think generally across the country, right? It's not race we talk about a lot. Direct impact on the vote, and it's going to stay that way in 2024. That's not something where it changes or it's
one of the big takeaways is these governors. We've been talking about this, but in Michigan,
Wait, let me do the goddamn one.
Wisconsin now, you have Democrats elected to the governor's race, and that will have a huge effect on false elector attempts and a lot of other things. And we don't know what's going to happen in some of these other states out west, but the fact that those governors have held means a very big deal in terms of battleground states for 2024.
That's what one of the hardest things to do in American politics. The hardest thing to do is to beat a city president. The second hardest thing to do is to beat a city governor. It's really hard. It doesn't actually happen that often. Usually they have won a cycle, two a cycle. I know Republicans think that they were going to maybe pick off 3 or 4 incumbent governors. It's really hard to knock off an incumbent governor because in the same way you have the trappings of the presidency, governors do, voters give their governors a bit more benefit of doubt on ideology and politics, really, than they do their federal officials.
There's executive authority, national guard, a lot of things that they can do in a disaster. And the other thing I was just going to say on abortion, the Republicans talk so much about crime. Well, the bottom line was that abortion mattered more to voters across the country than did crime. And we have to pay attention to that as well, because the media, a lot of people in the media, not us, but a lot of people in the media.
Oh shit! I was out of ammo. Fuck. Couldn't get out of that one, boy. What? They cheat me on kills, boy. Lies, nigga. What the fuck? My boy Moon Rabbit, he on the wait. Yo, these boys just, man, that's crazy. You gonna give me one kill. Boy was sliding on niggas.
Which party had more work to do. And tonight, I think it's clear, the Republicans haven't resolved the Trump problem. He's turned off voters in the House.
He's about to announce probably on
Every Republican who thought my Trump to I said, give me your best explanation. He said, the voters we thought we could win over didn't show up.
So do you think Kevin McCarthy is going to have that kind of analysis?
I don't know what they say, but I'll tell you who won. Mitch McConnell's going to feel, everybody was, look, I think a bunch of Republican senators who were not McConnell fans, including Josh Hawley, thought, oh, they smell blood in the water. They were believing all the hype and all of these polls that got gamed into these poor websites that aggregate polls. I hope you now realize what a mistake that is, because partisans just game you, and don't take bad data and make more bad data, but that's just my little pet peeve, and I'll leave that aside. But I think they'll believe in Mitch McConnell now, even if they don't win the Senate. This isn't on McConnell. It's on these candidates.
Yo, it's really saying I only have one kill? Like, what? Bro, I just killed a nigga on the roof. There's a nigga right there.
In Congress, what Kevin McCarthy does is ends up the House Speaker potentially has a super small majority, if that's even how this turns out, right?
Oh, motherfucker.
What does that look like on the House investigations? Those will happen, right?
You're going to do that with a 5-seat, 6-seat majority? I mean,
he's going to try. He's going to try.
Is he though? He may not want to do it, but others may force him. I don't know. I think it'll be a single digit.
Come on, cuz. We's out there eating.
That's going to happen. They can try to go down that road, but that is dangerous.
Let's go to Garrett Haig right now. Garrett, of course, he's at House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy's headquarters right now. What are you hearing from there?
Well, Lester, we're expecting to hear from the House Minority Leader sometime before the 2 a.m. hour begins on the East Coast. He was expected to speak much earlier in the evening, as he was one of the many Republican voices out predicting there would be this red wave that never materialized. I've been talking to some of my Republican sources, hearing from some elected Republicans about why that was. There's one elected Republican, Mayor of Flores, who represents one of those South Texas districts, who had tweeted earlier tonight that the red wave didn't happen, as Chuck was alluding to, because Republican and independent voters did not show up for that. But on the question of, a narrow majority and what happens then, I was talking to Thomas Massey.
What up, bro?
He's here at this event, and he said, look, as long as we get to 218, I don't care how much higher we go. 218 is the number for control. He says the difference between Jerry Nadler and Jim Jordan. He's referring to who would chair the Judiciary Committee, and that's a big part of this for Republicans. Just getting the gavels back lets them set the agenda and lets them set what they're going to do in terms of oversight